So Tom Hanks for me, especially at the start of the film, was a real turn off of like, and I love Tom Hanks, right? But I was like, my God, this performance is weird and kind of ridiculous, and like the accent's kind of weird. I felt like
Where is he from?
He's from the Netherlands.
Right, okay.
But yeah, I was kind of like, it's kind of weirdly German and kind of... Once I kind of knew he's from the Netherlands, because he says it later on, like when I came from the Netherlands. I'm like, oh, okay, he's doing the Netherlands.
He's doing the Netherlands.
But
classic Tom Hanks.
And I kind of felt like the prosthetics and the fat suit and the makeup, like it jarred me out a little bit. And so then I started noting down every time I thought Tom Hanks was really good in this film to try and help myself
That's
along.
never a good sign, is it?
No, but there were some moments where
what
felt
are
like...
the moments? Hit me with the moments.
So I've already mentioned this scene, but when Elvis is crying in the wardrobe about his mum dying, and the Colonel comes in and says, I will basically be your mother from now on. Like, I will be everything that she was for you. I will be there for you. I thought that was an incredibly well played scene, and that was where I was like, Tom Hanks is back. Like, we've got Tom Hanks back. There was another scene in which, where they argue in the dressing room, where Elvis wants to start making more political statements after the death of JFK and Martin Luther King. And the Colonel is very adamant that we don't do politics, and that's not how we. And I thought both of them in that scene were really good together. It was just before before the holiday special show.
Right. I think it's similar to, like, do you remember when we did House of Gucci and we were talking about
Jared Leto?
Yeah, and
it reminded me a little bit of that.
It was a little bit like that, where it was like, stand alone, not horrific, like, cool, that's the style that we're going with. But then when you compare it with the completely, like, straight-laced performances of everyone else, like when you look at the performances of, like, Helen Thompson, who played Elvis's mum, for example, like all of those scenes within, like, the Elvis home kind of setting, so soft and really, like, more what I would think of when I think biopic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I think when you compare it to those things, it is a bit like,
yeah, maybe
it's my
that's what it is.
least favourite.
That's a really good point that I hadn't thought of, because I actually did think of Jared Leto when I was watching this film because of the accent and stuff, and like the slightly like pantomime nature of it.
The belly, and
and I'd forgotten about how he said that. Yeah, I think maybe that is it. It's the contrast, right? It's like you've got Austin Butler, who is just Elvis, and then you've got very clearly Tom Hanks in a fat suit.
Elvis.
Like, that it becomes slightly more difficult.